Hey everybody, you're with Sports Scope with Johnny Hall. Today in the scope is Westernport Elementary basketball. My son plays on the Bulls down there. We went this morning. He had a pretty decent game, but we're going to talk about the overall league and some of my ideas for youth league basketball. Some of the surrounding areas, they do dribblers club. They do leagues of maybe 2 years difference. Westernport slash Tri-Town basketball, youth league basketball, has it completely wrong. And I say this because they're doing kindergarten through fifth grade on one team. They play 8-minute quarters. And from kindergarten to third grade, they play 2 quarters. And then from fourth grade, fifth grade, and sixth grade, they play 2 quarters. So essentially, when your kid plays for this team, they're playing 2 quarters of basketball, which is 16 minutes because it's usually a running clock, unless in the rare instance there's a foul and maybe it'll stop for them to shoot a foul shot. And to be honest with you, the watching these kids play, they barely get warmed up before they have to sit back down for a quarter and then go in for their last half of the game. I get it; it's all about the fun for the kids, but I say Westernport because the games are held there in Westernport at Bruce Outreach Center. But Westernport has to get their stuff together. They have to understand the age difference and size difference, and maybe provide a little bit more of a better experience, a more fun experience for these little kids. 2 of the kids on my son's team, he's in third grade, and 2 of the kids on this team, they have no idea what they're doing. They're running around. You know, they might be smiling, but they're not learning basketball. I give credit to Jacob's coaches, Bud Fazenbaker and Summer Alt. They actually do coach the kids. They coach to win, but they have kids having fun. Well, today, I'll say this: at that age, it's about teaching. It's about teaching basketball, and then providing your experiences on the court. They practice twice a week, so they have ample opportunity to teach these kids. Some teams just don't do that. Today we were down there, because the kids are young, that's no excuse to have terrible referees. You know, referees that just want to get the game done. Referees that, I mean, heck, they let half the kids on playing with my son, the younger kids. They call them the littles. The littles, half of them were running out of bounds holding the ball. They would run around the court not dribbling. And then the older kids, they you know, it's 3/4 of the way through the season, or almost, season's over almost. So they're being a little bit more stringent on them, and that's how it should be, because you're teaching the kids how to play basketball. You're teaching the kids the fundamentals. You're not out there providing them with just, hey, go out and have fun. You're not a babysitter for 15 minutes. The referees, I talked to them. I told them by far that was the worst youth league game that I've ever witnessed. And I typically just keep to myself on that one. I won't approach the referee because honestly, they're not getting paid for it. So it doesn't make sense to throw a fit about it. But when kids are when their kids are on the brink of, you know, they could get hurt, or kids don't understand why somebody's going to the foul line because he was shoved and he wasn't shooting the ball. There wasn't a 1-on-1 situation, but they let him shoot foul shots anyway. Kids don't understand that. And by being bad referees, you're not teaching the kids anything. You're teaching them to be confused on the basketball court. And having said all this, I still say you have to teach the kids to play to win. You know, it is about fun, but when you're winning, it's a lot more fun. Jacob, he's the hardest. He's his worst critic. You know, he's hard on himself. He doesn't like when he comes out of the game and he missed a foul shot or he missed a layup, or, you know, he's very hard on himself. And he'll come to me and say, Dad, I felt like a ball hog, or I felt like I should have made that shot, or I should have dribbled the ball, I should have crossed over. And typically he even asks me, what can I do? So I give kudos to him for wanting to better himself. But when your kid comes off the floor confused as to what happened, why it happened, and they thought the rules were this and something else, that just doesn't work. Again, he will not be playing there next year. This today was kind of like that straw that broke the camel's back, whatever you want to call it. It was the game that showed that this league, these parents, some of the parents are out there to help their kids and get better, and some of the parents are out there just to have a babysitter for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And the league either needs to enforce the referees to make it a better experience for everybody, or, just step aside. Let the kids go somewhere else, because the goal is to have better athletes, sportsmanship, and overall more disciplined kids through these athletic events. And it didn't happen. It didn't happen today, and I guarantee it's not going to happen next weekend. Westernport's not going to fix this overnight. So if any of y'all know anybody running the Tri-Town Youth Basketball League, share this. I mean, like I said, this was the worst I've seen, but this day in general changed the outlook of Jacob playing down there. He will not play there next year. I know up in Oakland they have the Garrett Dribblers, or the Oakland Dribblers club. They have the younger kids on one team, then 3rd through 5th in another, then 6th through 8th, or whatever it is. And that's the way it should be played. And it is a good outlet for the kids to get out there and play, but they should be doing it in their own age group, their own skill group, and have an overall fundamental understanding of the game, just as any sport should be. That's my rant today. If like I said, if you know anybody from that league, or if you have kids, go witness it, go watch it. And I do want to hear your thoughts, or at least your comments. Leave your comments down below to let me know what you think about it. All right, we all have a good rest of the weekend, and let's talk about the Super Bowl tomorrow, and who you're wanting to win, and who I think's going to win.